Hi guys, it's me again, Ruowen Huang. It's our Thursday, and I'm very happy to invite Dana Ritchie over here so I can challenging her with one question. Dana, thanks for coming to my side.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. So as usual, Dana and me, we will go to each other's side so we get challenged by one question or two questions every week. So today, I have a question for Dana. My question for Dana is, how does subconscious mind impact body pain? Since, Dana is an expert of reprogramming and reset your subconscious mind. So now, on your, expertise.
I love how you put the question out there, like on that, because now I can read it. So I don't even have to remember.
Read it.
What did you... So subconscious mind, how it impacts our body. I love that question. So that is right up my alley. Yes. So basically what happens with us every day that we live our moments into those moments become our memories that are stored in our subconscious mind, and the brain uses it to trigger certain knowledge from past. So, for example, if you had a pain from a car accident, or if you have a pain from an injury or surgery, what happens is that that trauma that happened in your life goes to your subconscious mind in a couple of hours, and all the pain that you experience after that, like for maybe, I don't know, every body part heals different time. Some of them take, broken bones, 6 weeks, soft tissue, maybe a week. Car accident can be even 6 months or a year. But at some point, these body tissues and bones heal, so we should be pain-free. So why aren't we?
Yeah.
Because when, because...
You ring the bell, it's like grand reveal. Why aren't we? Come on, Dana, tell me, why aren't we?
I don't even know what it was. I turned off my phone. Very unknown sound from somewhere.
I'm like,
So theoretically, you would think once everything heals, from perspective of the body, the pain should be gone. But most of the time it is. And if it's not, so what happened is that the trauma you had with it, so maybe some people developed fear. Some people maybe got injured and have guilt behind this whole trauma. It can be anything. It can be sadness. It can be anger. Somebody, like I had a friend who pulled me once off on snowboard from the chairlift, and she twisted my back. And until I reprogrammed that anger, which I didn't even know at the beginning I was angry at her, then the pain went away. But it took me a year to figure it out because the physios and massage therapists, nobody could help, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically those pains that kind of survive, and they are with you, and they can come and go. They don't have to be there all the time. They're called subconscious pain. And what happens with them, that's basically the emotion that was attached to that injury or surgery that keeps triggering you, because your brain thinks that it's helping you by sending you the pain to the body somehow to heal, because it was there at the beginning. So the subconscious mind, I don't want to call it robot, but on some level it might be, because it's something that we created. And if there was a fear attached to it, it's sitting there, and every time there is something familiar. So let's say it happened to you in a car. So every time you go to the car, you suddenly start feeling the neck pain or the back pain, and you don't know what the hell, like I haven't done anything, right? And it's your brain, it's your subconscious triggering it and saying, hey, Joe, hey, Mary, you are in danger. You have to show the symptoms of the body. So you know you're
keep away from it. So your body is sending you the signal of pain to tell you to keep away from that subconscious behavior or action.
Well, it's keeping you away from anything that is familiar from the time when you had the trauma. So what happens, the brain, the subconscious doesn't recognize that it's useless to you anymore. Like that you really don't need that pain because the tissues heal, the bone is healed. So it doesn't understand it. But when there is a similar environment or circumstance or something that the subconscious recognizes, it says, hello, be aware, you're in danger, you know.
Something's gonna happen.
Like similar things are with panic attacks or allergies, the same thing. I have a lot of clients that, for example, they go to work. Now when they work with COVID, they get triggered every time when somebody new comes with it, because subconsciously they know that it's a problem because they already had COVID and now somebody new coming in. The brain doesn't know, the subconscious doesn't recognize it. It says alert, alert, same allergies. Allergies is when your brain thinks you're in danger.
Wow, interesting. Okay, after listen to Dana, I will share my psychic point of view too. It's very interesting because by listening to you, I realized we actually doing a lot of same thing, but different way. In psychic point of view, we believe like your body is simply a vessel of your soul. Whatever your soul feel or sense, your body will respond to that. So if your soul is experiencing pain, right, that you feel hurt, you feel fear, you feel worry, you feel whatever that is, your body will react or trigger the same pain. So when you say earlier, like, some incidents that happened maybe years ago that trigger certain pain, and, maybe 5-10 years later, when you are in familiar setting, the pain will show up. In the soul level, we have something similar too. Is when you will encounter certain drama or family drama or things like that that create a pain in you, whether you feel hurt, you feel, damage, or you feel worry or things like that. When it comes to nowadays, and maybe in a similar setting as you and your boyfriend or you and your husband or things like that, if the same argument come up again, that pain will show up. And then you would most likely get into that panic attack, or you get into that worry and things, and your body will react to that pain. So similar pain will happen. Or either you got abused when you were young, but later on when certain people behave, they have abusive behavior, your body will subconsciously trigger that same memory and make you feel like you're being hit, even though you are not. So it's very interesting when you say that, like, how we continuously having that mind set up in a way is try to protect us. But it's really, for what I'm thinking, it's not really protecting us. It's kind of warning you, hey, last time you had problem with this. This time it may have the same problem. So look out, right? So, so that's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's so interesting. Even though we use different methods, but we always find out, we're more alike than we think. So, sorry, what would you
I was going to say it's like fight or flight, right? Like when you get bitten by a dog, when you're 7, you walking in a park, you're walking through the park at 20 and similar dog is running by and you're going to have the same reaction. You're going to freak out exactly the same way.
Stay away from me.
Years later, right? And you don't even know. It's like, I've never seen this dog, but it's just your brain or your and it's interesting that for you it's that you explaining it so level. Like, it makes total sense to me, because the subconscious is something, from my point of view, from the science point of view, that we create as we grow up. So it's all our stories, right? So it's similar. It's just you get triggered by something in the brain that has memory of something previous.
Wow, that's interesting. So for many of us, we're dealing with pain. Like, we're dealing with pain. And then we got no idea. I mean, a lot of people like to find a reasonable idea, as you must encounter them. So they would say, if I have a knee pain, it must be from the ski. It must be from that. But then you and me work with a lot of people. And at the end of the day, it's not that. Right? For many of us, like, who are experiencing pain that we have no idea where they come from, what would you recommend them to do?
Forget everything when they say, when people start sentence, I know this is from this, or I should have not exercised, or I should have done something differently. That when you say those words, I know, I should, I would.
That's your logic talking.
That's basically what you have built in your subconscious mind. And it's your information, your knowledge that on some level does not have to do anything with anything. It's just preventing you from healing because it's your belief that that's why you have that pain. So by analyzing, I was having this with a group of clients yesterday, analyzing the heck out of it and overthinking it, you putting the new patterns that reinforcing you should have this pain back in a couple of hours. So the first thing you want to do is stop all this, because everything that you start thinking again, oh, I know where this is coming from. Then it's going in 2 hours and strengthens that pattern of pain, right? So just drop all these. But another thing, yesterday I think on Facebook Live, we were kind of saying it like a lot of people can just say, like throw it away, like throw it away, or people just repeat what works really well when they repeat, like you put your hand like somewhere around your collarbone and you can close your eyes and you just repeat this pain, go away, this pain, and it goes away, because you basically switch your thinking to something else, and then your subconscious, your brain starts relaxing, so you can start releasing.
It totally makes sense. It's like, have you ever go to the doctor, they try to give you a shot and say relax, and every time you say relax, you get more tense up. For me, your sentence of saying I know this is a pain, I know this is where it comes from, is basically a behavior of tensing up your muscle. So you're not really relaxing, you're not really healing it. Instead, you are creating more pain into that memory. Right. So it's very interesting, because in a soul level, for your information, if you guys are dealing with pain or your body pain, it's a headache, right? If you have a headache, it's because your body is telling you, I need a break of certain things. So when you are experiencing pain, I'm totally with Dana. Stop saying, I know, because honestly, if you know, you'll be healed by now, but you are not. You're obviously not healing. So something you do is not right. So in a soul perspective, when you start saying, I know, it's your logic is still trying to control your body. Your logical mind is saying, I know what the problem is. So I'm with Dana saying, let go of that, because your logic obviously doesn't know how to heal your body. So since I mentioned it earlier, your body is simply the vessel of your soul. I would say, take some deep breath, look within yourself, because somehow, some way, your soul must be feeling hurt in some way. That's why it's sending you a signal saying, please look into me, please take care of me, because I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling not being supported. I'm feeling the world gonna collapse. I cannot feel emotion, whatever that is that you're experiencing. Your body is sending a signal, say, please look into me. So in some regard, it's all the same. Find a way to calm yourself, relax yourself. Most likely is every soul like to know everything would be okay. It doesn't matter what you're going through, but everything would be okay. I think that's always a good start, don't you say?
Yeah, I love that description. I don't know, the soul perspective it makes total sense to me. It sounds totally I was going to say legit, but legit, something you cannot see. But I think that, no, I love the way you described it. I think that one thing that's very important here to say about pain is that we're not talking about new pain, because I have clients after surgery, like a week, they want to reprogram the pain. And I would never do that, because that's when the body is still healing and it needs the time to heal. So we're talking about chronic pain that is at least 6 months.
I love 6 months. I'm always at least 6 months too in the soul level.
The soul level, it's good. It gave me kind of a different perspective on it.
Well, great. I mean, that's how we interact. It's like, we thought we're very different, to now like maybe we are more alike than we think. So anyway, our time's up. Thank you, Dana, for coming to my wall. So, I can have a question for her. Next week, we will go to Dana's wall. So for any of you, please check her out. Google, Dana. No, I think they can search Dana Ritchie. They will find you, right?
I think they can just add me on Facebook as a friend.
So add her on Facebook. Go to her, like her page or whatever it is. Then we will be able to see you guys next week.
That's right. Because if you add me on Facebook, actually, I am having on March 1st 5-day free training on chronic pain, just in case any of you have it.
That's right.
Then that way, it's the easiest way. Yeah.
Yeah. So, many of you go check out Dana Ritchie on her Facebook, and then we will see you guys there next week. Maida, we'll see you there. Bye.
Bye.